Hi, I'm Daniela from IPI Limited and welcome to IPI Insights. This is a short series that aims to educate and engage our audience. Today we're here with Aveline from CEMEX TCL. She is the Commercial Industrial Coordinator. Aveline, can you tell me a little bit about what is TCL and what exactly they do?
Well, thank you, Daniela, for having me. So yes, CEMEX TCL, we are the sole manufacturer of cement in Trinidad and Tobago. So we manufacture, besides cement, aggregates, admixtures, as well as we have a division that deals with concrete solutions, to which I lead that segment.
Okay, that's perfect. Today we want to speak about what is the sustainable products that you all have available. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Of course. So cement, it's gray. People say, how do you mean there's green cement? It's not the color green. We speak in terms of the carbon footprint. So we've been doing many things, Daniela, in terms of how we can help to reduce global warming, and it starts with our plant. So we have been doing quite a bit of upgrades in terms of making our plant more efficient, which means that we are trying to emit less greenhouse gases and carbon emissions. The second part of that is to make greener products. So we are moving away from the traditional type of cement, which used to have a higher carbon footprint, to that of a blended cement. So it's very similar, blended, a blender. What we are using is naturally occurring supplementary cementitious materials like pozzolan that comes out of a volcano, it's a volcanic material, and limestone, and we are blending that into the cement. So it has in it naturally cementitious properties. So we are using blended cements. Then we are recycling. We are recycling aggregates. We are reusing our waste in many different ways. We have strategic partnerships with Swimcall in exploring alternative fuels. And finally, of course, which is what we are here to speak about today, is greener construction solutions. So we have quite a bit of innovation and new technologies to traditional forms of concrete that we offer.
So here at La Sierra, we decided to go with concrete roads instead of the traditional asphalt because of the sustainable advantages that it offers. Can you give me a little bit more insight on what are the environmental benefits of concrete roads?
More so let's talk about environmental as well as the economic and the social. So starting with the economics, everybody wants the best for less, right? So going with that concept, we must speak about life cycle cost in terms of, are you getting a bang for your buck? So with asphalt, typically it's how often do you have to repave? We see it all the time. Every what? Tell me.
I would say 3 to 4 years or so.
Every 3 to 4 years or every 5 years. So think of 20 years when you would have had to do little or no maintenance with concrete. You would have basically had to rebuild an asphalt road about 4 or 5 times, right? So the economies in terms of maintenance, in terms of rebuild, it's quite high. So thinking along that side, it's lower maintenance, lower predictability in terms of raw materials. We manufacture cement locally. Asphalt right now in Trinidad is actually imported. And finally, fuel economy. It's less energy to drive on a rigid or harder surface as it is with asphalt. Then coming down to the social side, there's performance, there's durability, there's safety, there's noise reduction, and just the beautiful aesthetics as you will see in your community out here. And then so the greater one that you speak about, let's talk a little bit about the environmental advantages. So we have less greenhouse gases because we are using greener cement, right? Asphalt is dark in color, it's black. Tell me, Daniela, what happens when on a hot day with asphalt?
It would attract the heat.
So it absorbs the heat, and at night it's going to emit it. So it makes your community, or if you are living in a building close to the road, very hot in the day and at the night. That is called urban heat island effect, right? You have done concrete roads. Tell me about a light surface and heat.
It would reflect the heat.
Exactly. So typically your community is going to be cooler, using less energy, and it's also going to think of lighting at night. You are going to use less lighting to eliminate your community. So you are doing savings all around in terms of your energy, in terms of your lighting. We can even, we textured your road with micro drains. So there's no flooding that's occurring. There's greater stormwater management, right? Because all of your surface water runs directly to the drains very quickly. And finally, we talk about recycling. So we used in situ base material, and with cement, we would have basically tilled that in and made cement treated base, and then we would have put the concrete. So we recycled, we reused, and in effect the carbon footprint of this community has been significantly lowered, thereby making it one such that it's a greener community.
Definitely, Aveline, definitely. Can you give me a little bit more information on how we could get in contact with you to get more information or to potentially acquire these products?
Yes, well, we are all on all social platforms, but you could also get us on our website, www.tcl.co.tt, and just type us in CEMEX TCL, and you will get the relevant information, and you will find my name there.
Well, thank you so much, Aveline. It was a pleasure having you today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I am Daniela from IPI Limited, and stay tuned for more episodes of IPI Insights.